Ready when you are.
Hello, I'm Dylan Withers.
I'm George Lawry.
And this is your Premier League roundup so far. So, in the early kick-off, Brighton beat Crystal Palace 2-1 at Selhurst Park. What did you think of that game?
Well, I mean, embarrassing really for Paris in their own M23 derby.
Yeah.
Glenn Murray opened the scoring early for Brighton, 19th minute. I mean, it wasn't great, was it? Milivojevic brought one back though, and then Knockhart, excellent strike about the 75th minute. Yeah, like I say, I just think they dominated possession, Palace, but they just had no end product.
No.
And then clinical on the break and fast Brighton just took advantage of that.
Yeah, they were very clinical. It was well taken chances that ultimately resulted in them picking up the 3 points.
Yeah.
So, but without a doubt, the biggest shock of the day so far, Southampton won 2-1 against Spurs. Coming back from a goal behind, Harry Kane put them ahead, and then James Ward-Prowse.
What's happening at Spurs? I mean, I don't understand it. They seem to be bottling it. You've got to say it. I mean, they look so certain to be top 4, maybe even top 3. You know, They were even saying in a title race a month ago. I've heard a few Tottenham fans saying. So
I think it was just Tottenham fans saying it, but we'll leave it at that.
Definitely.
But James Ward-Prowse showed his quality from set pieces again with a stunning free kick into the top left corner. Nothing Lewis could do about it.
And I mean, Tottenham really put them under pressure in the first half, and there was just nothing coming in the second half, and it just took Hassanat's side just to really get into the second half, and they worked really, really hard for it. You've got to say. Yeah.
Where do you think this leaves Poch? If I still think that Spurs will get top 4 finish, but if they don't, what does this do?
It's weird, wasn't it? Because when you look at Man United at the moment, how well they're doing, and their manager's still up in the air whether he's going to get the job, Solskjaer, at the end of the season. And you hear a lot of Man United fans have been saying, if Solskjaer doesn't get it, I want Pochettino. Are they still saying it after a string of bad results and things just not going their way?
They've not won in their last 4 in the league. They've lost to Burnley and now Southampton, and obviously they lost to Chelsea and drew to Arsenal. So it's not really been going their way for them at all.
Really hasn't been. And when you think that Pochettino seemed such a sought-out manager about 3 months ago. It's all changed.
Anyways, on to the next one, and Newcastle produced a brilliant comeback. Come back from 2-0 down to win 3-2 at St James's Park.
Couple of comebacks. I mean, it was such a strong start from Everton when you look at Calvert-Lewin taking the lead in the 18th minute.
Yeah, well worked goal.
Richarlison getting a goal in the 32nd, but it just must have been some team talk for Rafa Benitez at half-time. Rafa the gaffer really got into their heads.
He's given them before. You remember what happened in the Champions League final?
No, exactly. He does that sort of stuff all the time. And I mean, Ayoze Perez was such a dominating second-half performance.
Yeah, scored 2, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it's time like this, you need a player like that to come in and produce the magic. So well done.
And Brendan Rodgers settling into life at Leicester. A convincing 3-1 win over Fulham, admittedly a team in the bottom 3, but still. Jamie Vardy as well, back on the score sheet, scoring twice. That's good to see.
I mean, he definitely needed that, Rodgers, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people have been saying, did he even make the right decision? Moving to the Premier League is obviously a bigger league, but how dominating Celtic were, did he make the right choice? But
for me personally, I think that's not. It can't be that fun as a manager. I mean, yes, it's fun to win stuff all the time. Don't get me wrong, but he wants a challenge and he wants to prove himself in the biggest league in the world. So I don't blame him for moving.
But regardless, I think this game was more of a problems for Scott Parker arising as it was for Brendan Rodgers solving Leicester's problems. Yeah, they looked good today. They dominated and controlled throughout, but I think Fulham just didn't look great at all. I think Ayite scored the equaliser early on with their first shot. Yeah. And I think they had maybe 3 or 4 after that. Yeah, so
that's a little.
Yeah, not that impressive from Fulham. But, step in the right direction for Rodgers in his new job.
And I'll tell you where the step in the right direction is for Neil Warnock's men. A string of poor results, really, but they bounced back really well. They beat West Ham 2-0 at home.
I mean, after this horrible transfer saga they've had, awful thing, and it seemed to actually have an effect on their results. With how Warnock has dealt with this Salah situation, and then with the results, maybe the Cardiff fans were thinking maybe he's not the right man for us. I don't think they can think that after today. They came at the block so well today. They attacked from the first whistle. Cardiff fans must be very proud. And the midfielders of Camarasa, Gunnarsson and Harry Arter worked their socks off. It was brilliant.
I mean, every single Premier League fan expected at the start of the season that Cardiff would finish dead bottom. Near enough everyone. So for them to do what they're doing, and they're still very much in the race for survival. So well done to them.
You do have to speak about West Ham though. I mean, it was just awful from them.
Yeah.
They started really slowly, flat, lethargic, and they never really got into it. Cardiff in the second half maybe took their foot off the pedal, but West Ham didn't create anything, and that's why the score stayed 2-0 rather than maybe a potential comeback on the cards for West Ham.
And one side that is definitely going down, I think it's fair to say now, is
I feel sorry for him.
I know, Huddersfield, and they lost at home to Bournemouth 2-0.
Yeah, and it was, I mean, Eddie Howe will be proud. Very dominating performance. I know I've said that a couple of times in this video, but it really was a dominating performance. They were in total control. It was their 5-winless streak they were on today, the Cherries, and they got past that, so brilliant.
And they hadn't won on the road in 9.
No, exactly.
So, massive result for them.
Callum Wilson scored in his return from injury, and Ryan Fraser was brilliant today. He got a goal and set up Wilson. There you go, mate.
Yeah, he's been very good for them.
He creates a lot in the final third.
I'd say he's probably been arguably their player of the season so far.
You could argue that with Nathan Ake, I think, at the back.
Yeah, good shout.
Yeah.
And then the other game that's currently underway is Man City versus Watford. That's still 0-0, but we'll keep you up to date at Park Life Sport with all the further updates as the day goes on.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for tuning in.